Sam Mendes is who everybody wants to talk to.
Okay.
Who I want to talk to.
You've had your chance.
Yeah, I know.
This next dedication goes out to a really special girl. My name is Bert. My girlfriend's pregnant and frustrated.
Go away.
Okay, we have news. We're leaving in June.
The baby's due in July.
To Antwerp.
You're moving 3,000 miles away from your grandchild.
Well, I think it's more than 3,000, isn't it, Cherry?
Oh, I think so.
Hi, I'm Gavin Hugh for AirTV, and I'm here today with John Krasinski. Hi there, John. Nice to
Hi,
meet you.
all right, nice to meet you
Not
too.
bad. Yeah, so how did you first get involved in Away We Go?
I got involved in Away We Go in the most bizarre, weird, lottery-winning way. Basically, I had read the script about 6 months earlier and thought it was fantastic, and then I had heard that Sam was going to be the director, and I thought that's a perfect project. So I said to my agent, after 75 people pass, let me know, and maybe I'll go in and audition, because I didn't think I had a chance in the world at this movie. And then Sam called me and said, I just read the script, and I don't see anybody else for the role but you. At which point I passed out, had a nosebleed, and then woke up and was like, sorry, I don't remember anything we just talked about. And yes is the answer to anything you want me to do. It's so bizarre that I still can't believe that he would choose someone like me for this role, so I was psyched.
So you've worked with Sam before, obviously.
Best 7 seconds of my life, yeah.
So what's he like as a director?
He is, honestly, I think he's the greatest storytelling director that we have, to be honest. I think that there are a lot of great directors doing great movies, but there's nobody who can tell a story quite like Sam can. It's so specific and intimate, especially with relationships. And, you know, I think the other thing about him is he's so incredibly confident. But he's very confident being right, and he's very confident being wrong. And that's the greatest thing you can have in a director, because, you know, if you're feeling in the middle of the scene that this scene isn't really working for some reason, he'll be the first person to tell you, rather than you saying, excuse me, this isn't really great. He'll be the one that says, this isn't working, let's try again, let's move to a different room, let's, you know, do a different scene today. I mean, he'll do anything it takes to keep you going and inspired, and, you know, basically you do anything that he wants.
How did you find working with Maya? You bonded really closely on screen, obviously, together.
Yeah.
So did you come quite close yourselves?
We fell in love. That's how it happened in real life. No, I'm kidding. She's like, actually, I have 2 kids, someone else. She's not here because she's doing the best publicity stunt in the world, which is having a baby for this movie. Just joking about that is even sad. It's making me sad. She's gonna be like, that's not funny. Don't do it. She is probably one of the most special people I'll ever know. Truly, I had known about you know, I'd known her through friends a little bit, and obviously adored everything she did on SNL. But it was through the rehearsal process. I think the one thing about this script is, you know, it really opens you up to intimate conversations about, you know, marriage and kids, and whether or not you want to be a father, and where do you belong. I mean, those are pretty big questions to just sit down and discuss with someone. So we became pretty close pretty fast, and then on day 2 of shooting, Sam threw us in the very awkward opening bedroom scene. And I'll tell you what, when you get under the covers with someone, it's just like you're either going to be best friends or you're going to hate each other for the rest of your lives. So it was that's how we kind of did what we did, and it was just so much fun shooting the movie with her. She's one of the funniest women on earth. So funny that it's almost a little dangerous. Like, you don't want to be driving a car when you're with her, or else you'll laugh so hard and die.
So could you describe Bert and his relationship with Verona? And does he bear any of your own personality traits?
Yes. No, the beard is something that I've always wanted to do. So it was really great to do that. That's basically my character, the bearded guy. You know, Bert is, I think, an incredibly optimistic person. And I think that positivity is something that I hope we all have a little bit of it in us. But, you know, I think being overly positive can be incredibly dangerous. He's slightly childlike almost in a way, naive to the point of being oblivious sometimes, I think. And Verona's the exact opposite. She's a realist, she's logical, she's grounded, and the two of them complement each other perfectly, because, you know, without Bert she wouldn't be able to sort of dream, and without her he wouldn't know how to find his shoes in the morning. So it's sort of an amazing couple. You know, one of the things that really drew me to the role was the fact that this movie was all about a love story, but it's a real love story rather than, you know, in this day and age all the love stories are sort of guy meets girl, guy loses girl because he did something stupid like cheat on her, and then is spending the whole movie trying to get her back. And this is about 2 people, not about their relationship, but how they face the world. So everything they do is together. And I just thought that was so beautiful, because it's finally celebrating people who are actually in love, and there are are some of those out there.
People know you quite well from the American version of The Office, playing Jim. You yourself, how do you see yourself? Do you see yourself as more of a Bert or more of a Jim?
Wow, that's a good question. I'd say it's got to be a combination, right? I feel like, you know, as childlike and positive as Bert is, you know, that hopefully there's a little bit of that, like I said, in all of us. But then, you know, Jim's a bit more of a realist and that whole thing. But he's also very complacent. He's very content in where he's being, and I hope that I'm never like that. I hope that I'm a little more ambitious than he is, and if I get an opportunity, I'm happy to take it.
Do you find that sometimes there's a pressure, obviously, because you're so well known for your comedy? Do you find sometimes there's a pressure to play comedic roles? Are you scared of getting typecast at all?
Not really. I kind of feel like, you know, if the roles that are coming my way are funny roles, then I'll do those, and I'll do dramatic roles if those come. You know, the key is the material. Is if they're good stories, like Away We Go, it's a comedy, but it's also got a lot of heart to it, and there's a lot going on, you know, about big questions, like I was saying. So that was really fun to play because it was a bit of both. And so really, it's about the material and who you're working with always. So if it's a hilarious movie that they have a great director and a great script and great actors in it, I'll do that, and I'll do something dramatic if that comes along too. But yeah, it's fun to play both. I think that the key is playing the, you know, Sam was always trying to get us in this movie to play the reality of the moment. So if it's a funny moment, you don't play it as if it's funny, and if it's a sad moment, you don't play it as if it's sad. And that sort of one rule is very, it's very important, especially in a movie like this.
So interesting directing stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
So I take it you'd work with Sam and Maya again.
I would love to. I would love to. Oh my God, I wish I could do every movie with Maya. She made me laugh so hard before every take that I'm a crier laugher, so I start crying, which is great and weird. And it's actually an amazing thing to start every single take of every shot in the movie. We were laughing, and there's sort of that weird energy where you're like almost a little drunk on laughter. So it was great.
Why didn't you keep the beard?
Why didn't I keep the beard? Other than the fact that I would have been fired from my show, it's very itchy. Those beards are they're no joke. When you see guys on the street doing this, they don't have a drug habit. It's very itchy to wear a beard like that all the time. So I had to get it off.
Yesterday I saw you gave a girl an autograph at the red carpet. That girl, after you left, we briefly spoke to her, and she said that she was a massive fan, and that you just made her fantasy come true.
Really?
How would that make you feel knowing that?
God, I wish I had done more. I just signed my name. It was, yeah, usually, I mean, if people are that big a fan, I like talking usually. But I was getting whisked away because of you guys. I wanted me to answer questions for you guys. No, that's awesome. That's so cool. I mean, the fact that people, like I said, know who I am is kind of astounding, and then to actually care about what we're doing is really, really awesome.
So what's next for yourself? What's your next project?
I just finished a movie with, just wrapped a movie with Meryl Streep, Alec Baldwin, and Steve Martin, very small actors. And that was astounding. I mean, I have a very small part in the movie, but it was just so much fun that all my scenes were with Meryl and Alec for the most part, and I'm just such a huge fan of, I mean, I borderline asked them for an autograph, but I restrained, but it got really close, yeah.
How have you found coming to Scotland?
Love it. Absolutely love it. It's funny because I've always wanted to come to Edinburgh, so when they said, will you come out for the festival, I was like, well, secretly I'll come to be in Edinburgh. And now I'm only gonna be here for like 2 days, which is a shame because I'd love to see it, but I'll come back because you know, everybody I talk to, from anybody in London or anybody in the States that's been here, they all say that this is like one of their favorite places they've ever been. Even the guy at the airport who checked me in, he was like, where are you going? I was like, Edinburgh. He's like, oh, I want to move to Edinburgh. And I was like, how long were you there? And he was like, 1 day. I was just there for a day. And I was like, and you want to uproot your life and move there? And he was like, yes, I love it. So it's that nice of a town. I got to come back.
Fate gave us a stroller.
What's wrong with strollers?
I love my babies. Why would I want to push them away from me?
Hey, want to get in the stroller?
Listen to your heart. Listen to your heart.
We're gonna do something about those ears.
I just don't think we should be talking about it right in front of the children.
Oh, please. It's just white noise to them. Listen, watch this. Taylor. 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 I could keep going on and on.
Do you find a lot of teenage girls have a bit of a crush? No. I'm sure
I'm
they
oblivious to all that.
I'm sure they do, just not tell you.
I'm not the Beatles, man. You know what I mean? And I'm not Brad Pitt. But I'm trying to be. facial reconstruction, and we're gonna do
You're
it.
getting there.
See how it goes.